Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today. And today, the Atlanta Braves receive some terrible news. Jurickson, Profar, will be suspended for 80 games for PED use. And now he's going to be suspended 80 games. And he will be. Here's the tough thing. Look, honestly, I'm going to say this. Look, I know they started off 0-4, but I think I'm not going to say 80 games doesn't mean anything, because 80 games does mean something. But, you can get a guy back 80, after 80 games, and, there's still about half the season left. I'm not saying that, if he misses 80 games, it doesn't mean anything. I think the thing that means most of this game, of this suspension for Profar, is not him getting suspended 80 games. It's also the fact that in the postseason, and I know it doesn't seem great, like the Braves can get to the postseason at this point, being 0-4. It's a long season though. But in the postseason, he is not eligible in the postseason. I think that's the worst part of this suspension. Is he can come back July and still, he'll play July, August, September. He'll play the last 3 months of the season. He'll be able to help this Braves team for half of this season. But I think the worst part of this whole suspension is the fact that if the Braves are able to make it to the postseason, you do not have Profar there, who you signed to a $14 million deal. I know that Profar has struggled so far in his first 4 games as a Brave. In 15 at-bats, he's 3 for 15. That's not terrible, though. Through only 3 strikeouts, has walked once. But look at what he did last year. Last year, he was an all-star in 564 at-bats, had 158 hits, 24 home runs, 85 RBIs. Batting average is .280. Last year in 2023 in San Diego, batting average is .295. So, I think he is a guy that you'd want to have in the postseason. He was helpful for the Padres last postseason. Had 5 hits last postseason in an RBI for the Padres in a little bit over 20 at-bats last postseason. So, he's someone you'd like to have in the postseason. I mean, 2022 with San Diego in the postseason, went 11 for 44 with a home run and 5 RBIs. Career batting average in the postseason, and a total of 27 career postseason games, is batting .260 in his career in the postseason. So that's something you're gonna miss, is not having him in the playoffs. If the Braves do make the playoffs, the Astros went 0-4 last year and still made the playoffs. Not only that, the Astros last year until around June, July didn't have a record over 500 and still made the playoffs. So I don't think you look at other leagues, you might look at the NFL 0-4. Your chances to make the playoffs are not good at all. NBA, you start off 0-4 since the 82-game season. You can still probably get back into the playoffs and still be fine, or play in and still be fine. And the same thing goes with MLB. I think NFL, if you're 0-4, you're freaking the F out. You are in panic mode. If you are 0-4 in the NBA, you should be a little bit nervous, but you still have enough time. But if things still get to, if things get to the point where it gets a little bit worse, maybe you're in trouble. 0-4 in baseball, you're not. I mean, you're taking things cool. I mean, I don't think you freak out in baseball. If you're 0-10, okay, that's when you be like, that's when you're like, okay, we've got some problems here. But 0-4, there's nothing I think to freak out about with this Braves team. So I think you still can get in the playoffs if you're the Braves. And if you don't have Profar in the playoffs, a guy who's batting .260 in his career in the playoffs, that's what really hurts you of this 80-game suspension. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out.